Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you're watching to the Market Watch review. Macron won the first round in the French presidential contest, lifting the euro. This is in spite of the wider greenback gains that have been made due to the continuing rise in yields. The dollar reached new heights against the Japanese yen, averaging almost JPY 125.45. The euro is pulling Central European currencies higher, but emerging market currencies are much weaker. The Seng in Asia-Pacific and China's CSI 300 are off 3% in a C-red. Australia was an exception. Europe's Stoxx 600 has recouped half of the 0.6% gain last week, while U.S. futures are softening. Gold is still worth $1,960 despite the rising yields. The May WTI is down 2.5% to $95.75. It remains within the range established last Thursday. Tomorrow and Wednesday will see OPEC and IEA updating their forecasts. Asian Pacific market. In its quarterly report, the Bank of Japan decreased its assessment of 8 of 9 regions. The main problems are the supply chain bottlenecks and the virus. This sobering assessment will inform the Bank of Japan's quarterly economic outlook to due at end of month. In late Asian turnover, the dollar was worth JPY 125.45. Next, the 2015 high is near 125.85. Australia has scheduled its May 21 election, and the central bank will likely begin tightening shortly thereafter. The Australian dollar continues to fall for the fourth consecutive session, with little hope for a recovery. Market of Europe. With a 0.1% increase in February GDP, the UK disappointed. Unexpectedly, industrial output fell by 0.6%, while manufacturing declined 0.4%. Tomorrow's employment update will be available. CPI and PPI data are due Wednesday. Sterling fell below the $1.30 support before the weekend, and it did so again today. However, buyers emerged in the late Asian activity and continued through the European morning. Initial gapping in Asia was due to the French election news. This prompted a quick short covering rally, which lifted the euro to nearly $1.0955. It received new bids for the pullback, and it is currently probing the European morning's 1.0920 area. Market of America. Although it might not appear so, COVID is on the rise in 21 states. The virus seems to be eclipsed by inflation, the war in Ukraine, and Fed policy. According to some polls, immigration is also an issue that affects Biden's support. It's a busy week for U.S. data, but it starts quietly today. A Fed speak, Bostic Bowman, Evans, is the main feature. Participants recognize that there is a consensus for a 50 basis point increase next month. A strong Canadian jobs report helped the U.S. dollar settle near its session lows prior to the weekend. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.